Yeah, just so proud of our fight and our understanding of the game plan. This is a program and a team that have been in the top 15 in the nation in three-point shooting. So for us to hold them to 8 in this game, they've been hitting like 10 to 12, 13, 14. So we did a great job on the three-point line and winning the battle of the boards. That was a big one, and these three had a big part of that when it comes to rebounding the basketball. 21 assists, shared the ball really well. I said this on the radio to Randy. Sophie made a great extra pass, to a really good shooter. So just all around, our understanding of the game plan and what it is we needed to do, execution-wise, just so proud of our fight.
Talk a little bit about that quick first quarter.
Yeah.
You guys jumped out, I believe 27 is a high this season.
Yeah. Our starts have been better and better every game, and so to be able to put together one of the best starts, maybe arguably in our 3 years here as a staff from a quarter standpoint, was really awesome. And then I think we really had a great start to the third and fourth too, where we had that energy and that life about us that we had at the beginning of the game. And that's what you have to come into every quarter with. This is a new quarter now, and so bringing that same type of energy and enthusiasm, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end, to get stops, to get rebounds. So that was awesome, just have a really good start again.
And then that second period, after you guys go on that quick start in the first, they kind of countered back. At one point went on a 13-2 run, I believe it was. So I think there was a media timeout, and then you guys ended up countering back. But what was the conversation like?
Yeah, it's basketball. Basketball, it's a game of runs. It's a game of, different quarters and, players adjusting and teams adjusting. They weren't just going to let us have another 27-point quarter. So we have to respond to that run in a really great positive way, which we did. And so you just have to be ready for everybody else's punch back and fight, because we're going to be fighters too. So we have to understand that when you go on a really great run, a team has the same ability to do that. So combating that with understanding that it happens on the defensive end, defensive stops and rebounds. And we get better defensively every game. We're going to be really, really special come January.
Talk about the player too, right? Someone came up to me before the game and said, I think KK is going to hit a new career high tonight. I was like, basketball, we'll see what happens.
They called it.
So talk a little bit about her performance today.
Yeah, gosh, does everything for us. And when she's not on the floor, there's things that we don't necessarily get, but it also challenges our other players. When there's 2 or 3 people coming at KK, now, are you going to hit a big shot, right? You're going to hit a big shot with your toe on the three-point line? You know what I mean? Like, just being really prepared for, hey, they're gonna start to game plan and take things away from her and make things really difficult. And now our other players going to step up and just embrace that, right? Embrace that and make us a really, really special team and program. But what KK does is, it's hard to put into words, to be honest, because there's so many things. There's so many things, and I don't want to say she does it with ease, because her body isn't probably feeling like ease right now. But the game comes really naturally to her, and makes things really difficult for other teams when it comes to her offense. But now she's guarding too, and she's rebounding the basketball. And I don't know that there's another player in the country that has played 37 minutes and has 1 turnover, and has the ball in her hands as much as she does. So I think that part of it too, being really under control, finding her open teammates with 5 assists. So she's responsible for 34 and then 10 more points. Potentially maybe some threes involved in there. She's responsible for more than half of our baskets. It's really great.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about that, new career high, but also your willingness to find an open teammate and make the extra pass when you couldn't go to the basket?
Yeah, one thing, I always say, my teammates are really good at finding me and stuff like that. And then also, we pride ourselves on being an unselfish team. So who am I to try to take it on 5 people when I have open people and I know they're going to knock it down every time. So it's just a lot of a confidence thing, not only in myself, but also in my teammates.
Ava, I mentioned it to Coach earlier, but you guys getting out, playing quick, and I think a lot of that had to do with the way that you were controlling the pace of the game with the ball. Talk a little bit about, that first half, quick run, and then also finishing at the end.
Yeah, I think, like Coach Sam said, we really emphasize these starts. As we go on, we get better and better with our starts, and coming out like that helps us. I think teammates that are great shooters around me really helps. Finding those teammates hitting big shots makes it easier for me, because when I kick and, they have to stay on those shooters, then it opens up the lane for me and everybody can score, so.
And I know, Coach, you love guards who can go out and grab rebounds. She was
Yeah, wow. 8 rebounds. 8 rebounds. Right? I don't think I had 8 total rebounds in my college career. So, no, that's awesome, and we need that. You know, we need to win the battle of the boards, and at the end of the day, we don't care how we win it. You know, we don't care if she gets them, we don't care if the posts get them, it doesn't matter, right? But people have to go get the basketball, and she definitely did that tonight.
So we talked a little bit about your performance today. I mean, 6 threes, I think that's new career high.
Okay, so.
You know, it looked like you were shooting the ball through a hula hoop out there. That's how big the rim looked, at least for a lot of us when you got the ball.
I think just as a team, we played really well together, and like even in the first half, our guards pushing the ball up the court got me open on the wings to be able to take open shots and to like hit not contested shots, and then just like finding my shot early and hitting a few early just led to a lot more going in, I guess. So yeah.
That was a really good point because the pace of play of these two and pushing the ball in the primary like opened up so much for others down the court, and she sprinted, sliced the court a few times and got some transition buckets and threes that, you know, it's all initiated by we don't walk the ball up the floor. Like we push the ball up the floor. We sprinted up the floor. We speed dribbled up the floor.
I know you mentioned it a little bit previously in the 21 assists, ball movement today. You had it from pretty much everyone. I mean, Olivia goes out there, dishes 5 assists. I believe that's a career high. Several times, I think most of her assists, at least 3 or 4, were from KK, swinging the basket. But, you know, there were plenty of times where she could have gone to the hoop to grab the basket, but finding open teammates. I'm sure that's something that you love to see.
Yeah, definitely just an unselfish attitude and doing what she can to help us. And Liv coming off the bench here after starting, you know, a good part of the first part of the non-conference schedule and what she's brought for us off the bench. Like that's an energy in life we absolutely need off the bench. And she did a great job of that tonight again.
And I mentioned it to someone, I think it was Eric who was sitting next to me, but I said, I don't know if I've ever seen a first period where there were no fouls called in the game. Which I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, you know, we scored 27 points, so I'm like, you know, we didn't get to the free throw line, but I think we'll take what we got there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going on from this one, you know, you guys have a big next couple of weeks. You know, how does this win, just regaining your confidence and helping the locker room help you guys?
Yeah, just to propel us toward more success. You know, like it's been for us difficult because there's probably been some games where we like it could have gone either way, you know, and we did almost enough to get a win, right? We did almost enough to get one more point than the other team, you know. And so to see this now kind of come to fruition and we get a little bit of momentum here, I think this will just carry on to more and more great success, and definitely a confidence standpoint. You know, but our group has been in a really good place, you know, mentally, I would say, and you guys can speak a little bit more on it. Like I think they understand like we just have to do a little bit more. We have to do a little bit more than what we've been doing, and then things are going to work out. Score is going to take care of itself in a sense, but you guys can.
Yes, certainly.
I would just say from today, like we really emphasize like the second half of our non-conference schedule is like a new season to us. And I would say even from warm-ups, from shoot around today, like we had a different energy about us. It was very like alive. Everybody was there, everybody was cheering. And that's a big like turning point for us. Like when we have energy, we can beat really good teams. And I think emphasizing like, hey, we're gonna start here, we're gonna start new here, it really helped us come out today with a strong win.
So let's bottle this up and let's put it in our pocket and we're going to bring it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you.